My dear friends, we were speaking about last week about what's a higher level, Torah or mitzvahs, right? So I want to share with you something very powerful. When you want to reach the essence of Hashem, there's only one way to reach the essence of Hashem. The more you break yourself, in Hebrew it's called iskafia, the more you don't exist, the higher you could reach. So for example, if someone loves Hashem, a whole day loves Hashem, he didn't break himself. Because love is something you enjoy. And you love someone that you love. And you enjoy loving them. Because it gives you joy to love someone that you love. So if your whole way of connecting to Hashem is because you love Hashem, so it's basically, it's a good... Huh? It's about me. You know, I love to love because I have a good feeling.
In a way,
it's your own. It's your own. When do you really see a person if it's about Hashem? When it's more out of awe and it's about them. It's not about you. That's interesting because people were asking me last week here. So what's more important, to learn Torah or to do mitzvah? So I want to share just one part. Of course, for you, it's a bigger benefit to learn Torah. Why? Because you're connecting to the essence of Hashem. It becomes part of you. You know, it's like you're more connected. But then it's about yourself. But if you want to know why was I brought to this world, it's to do mitzvot. Mitzvahs is for God. Torah is for yourself. Torah is something that connects me, makes me connected, makes me feel good, makes me understand, I comprehend. It's me. Mitzvahs is all about Hashem. It's not about me. Why do I have to eat matzah? Like someone came over to me last week, a very powerful thing. He just, like the last year, he started to learn and put on tefillin. And he came to this maskana. Maskana means conclusion.
Epiphany.
Like epiphany, that what? The only Jews that have to do mitzvahs are Jews that are on a low level. Listen to this. Listen, I want to share with you something. He came. But if you're on the level like the Rebbe, Moshe, you don't need the mitzvahs. Why? I said, why not? He says, they're already connected.
Okay.
Listen what he's saying. The reason we need a mitzvah, we want to connect. But Moshe Rabbeinu is connected. I explained to him, he's missing the most fundamental thing. In Judaism,
there's no such thing as connected.
It's not about you. It's doing what Hashem wants. Moshe Rabbeinu, when he blew the shofar, it wasn't about his connection. It's about Hashem wants me to blow shofar.
But also,
it's not about me.
But don't you have to know yourself first to know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The Torah is for yourself. You have to know more of the Torah first.
That's for the Torah.
Yeah, but not for the mitzvah.
But you can do mitzvot without knowing. You can put feeling without knowing why.
Right.
Also,
we were discussing how that's kind of like an empty pursuit. To just do it without really knowing why you're doing it.
No, but also there's no such thing as connected and that's it. Oh, I got there, that's it.
No, right.
It's like God מחייב, איך אמר זה? בבוקר שאומרים, מחייב בכל יום תמיד מעשה בראשית. It's never stops. I mean, even if you got there, it don't stop.
No, yeah, of course, it's infinite.
It's a continuation thing.
So what he's trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is like this. Of course, Torah is a deeper connection between you and Hashem. It's like you're giving Hashem a hug, such a strong hug. But it's about you. Mitzvahs is about doing what Hashem wants. And sometimes mitzvahs... This is it. In Gan Eden, he's going to say here, what are you going to do in Gan Eden?
Just Torah.
Learn Torah. Torah. That's what he's going to say right now. You know what you're going to learn in Gan Eden? I'll tell you what you're going to do. All the Torah you learned in this world, all the Torah that you learned in this world, in Gan Eden, you're going to learn the secrets of that on a higher level. So, for example, you learn about Abraham and Sarah. they got married, whatever. In Gan Eden, you're going to learn that same thing, but on a very higher level. It's called Sodot HaTorah, the secrets, the mystical part of that.
How many years you need for this?
It keeps going, no, but it keeps getting deeper and deeper. There's so many levels, forever. It's endless. It's Chachmasei Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But here we get to today's point, that's going to be the main point. And that goes on the word Tsa'ena Ure'ena. What does Tsa'ena Ure'ena mean? Just translate the word Tsa'ena, go out, and Re'ena, and look. So in the normal way of looking at it is, I have to go outside and go look at the groom getting married. You know, it's speaking about the marriage. What he's saying is a very interesting thing. He says, when you want to look at Hashem, the essence of Hashem, the only way you could get to the essence is that you have to go out of yourself. Tsa'ena means go out of yourself.
Okay.
Because if you're still covered with your garments, you're not going to see the essence of Hashem. When it comes to Torah or Gan Eden, yeah, they need garments, because in Gan Eden, they only have a little shine. You know what a shine is? Like a little glimmer. So they need a garment, like I said, you wear glasses, sunglasses, in order to see the sun. But when you go and talking about the essence of Hashem, over there, there's no levush, there's no garment that could connect to it. The only way to connect it is get out of yourself. Get out of who you are. So let's read it inside, page 126, Ot Gimel. You have a copy?
Who was it?
Gimel, page 126.
Let's say.
Over there, Yuvan Tsa'ena Ure'ena. Ki hine oineg hanashamas b'Gan Eden. What's the joy of the neshamas in Gan Eden? Whom yasaga satayra, say the satayra, sha'oska b'elam nigla. In Gan Eden, your soul enjoys. What is it enjoying? It's enjoying the Torah that you learned in this world, but over there, you're learning it in a mystical level. So I just have an example. I learned a Rambam that you shouldn't carry from one domain to another. Okay, now you're going to learn that in Gan Eden on a much higher level. Are you excited about it?
No, it's very funny. Just before the class, we were talking about the Machpelah, and in the Machpelah, in the room, Isaac, there is a trap, there's a door.
To Gan Eden.
This way to Gan Eden. Just an hour ago.
Wow, okay. What is in Gan Eden? Gan Eden, they don't have the essence of Hashem. No. Gan Eden is just a little wisdom of Hashem, shebchinis pnimius, that's like learning Torah, v'nimshach b'ishtalshel l'sarabos, and God shem izgala gamken l'nasham b'Gan Eden, b'chinis pnimius mamish shemasigim v'nenim. It's a light of Hashem that goes into your level, adjusts to your level, so you could enjoy. You could only enjoy something you understand. You can't enjoy something if you don't understand it. If you don't comprehend something, you don't enjoy it. When do you enjoy something? When you learn it and you got it. In Gan Eden, that's what happens. Hashem brings a light that fits your level, and He wants you to enjoy it. So He gives it with a garment, means He covers it, so you could understand it, and you could comprehend it, and you could enjoy it. And that's what you're doing every day in Gan Eden. Every day you go a little higher. And al kain efsher l'neshama b'Gan Eden. It's impossible for the neshama in Gan Eden lahasik, to understand, or lisaning, and to enjoy. It can't enjoy God's wisdom. Im lo yalei levush. It has to have a garment. What kind of garment is it? All that when he learned, every day he learned Torah in this world, that becomes a garment. And when he goes to Gan Eden, that garment helps him enjoy the great light of Hashem.
What makes you come with the right garment? Whatever you do here,
Yeah. So every mitzvah you do here,
you
create a garment.
attach another piece to your clothing.
Yeah. And then you could enjoy it.
You don't want to come to Gan Eden naked.
Right.
You did before. Wait a minute.
going to get
לא.
Wait a minute. Adam and
כל
Eve.
מה שאתה לומד עכשיו,
That's not true, Rabbi.
זה כאילו הקרדיט שלך, זה אתה נכנס, יש לך קרדיט. דודי.
Rafi, that's not true. Adam and Eve were naked before they sinned.
No, wait, but here's the point. Here's the point. Imagine, just imagine, listen, imagine you're going to the Rebbe, and the Rebbe, Chabad Rebbe, and he's giving a talk in Yiddish.
And you have no idea what he's
And
talking
you have no idea what he's talking about, and you see everyone else smiling
Smiling and laughing.
and enjoying what he's saying, and you have no idea what's going on. How much pain is
It's
it?
like even going to a comedy club and you don't understand the joke. Everybody's laughing and like,
And you're like, so what? So what does the garment do? Listen what the garment does. The garment does, it gives you the ability
wisdom.
to understand this wisdom. You're not going to be in Gan Eden and you're like sitting there and you don't know what's going on. That's the biggest pain. You're going to have the garments, as all the mitzvahs you did in this world becomes a garment for your neshama. So when it goes to Gan Eden, it can enjoy this great light of Gan Eden, which is understanding the Torah on a higher level.
So when you don't understand, this is the Gehenom.
Oh, that's what my grandfather, Olav Shalom, used to say. You know what my grandfather used to say always to me? He said, the difference between Gan Eden and Gehenom, it's the same place. The difference is, if you're in Gan Eden and you don't have the garments, so you're sitting in a class and everyone is smiling and you don't understand, that's the big worst pain.
Rabbi Shain, it's like sitting in a place like when there's a show. So if you're smart and you studied here good, you sit close, אתה מקבל מקומות קרובים של $4,000, קרוב להופעה. And if you're not, you sit up and nosebleed. יושב שם למעלה, אתה לא שומע את הזה, אתה גם לא צוחק.
That has to do
You
with
sit
money.
up there.
That's money.
One second. This is mitzvot.
Money.
Mitzvot. Here, mitzvahs is what counts.
Kidding.
Money means
Rafi, I'm
nothing.
kidding.
I'm not kidding.
My dear friends, this is all if you want to enjoy Gan Eden.
Yeah.
But Tz'ena or Ena. Tz'ena is I want you to not enjoy Gan Eden. I want you to enjoy Hashem Himself. If you want to enjoy Hashem Himself, garments is not going to get you there.
Not enough.
It doesn't. It's like you almost like it's a different world. It's like infinite.
The higher level. You need.
It's a whole different level. So there, it's Ena. You have to take off the garments, take off those clothing, or the Ena, and then you'll be able to see God Himself. How? So you go to the next page. Where does it go till? Where does it go? This Sagraim go to? Where does the parentheses end?
Is it also going?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Does it end here?
Dalit is
I think it's the next page.
128.
It's supposed
128.
to be.
No, 127 in the middle on the left.
Oh, wow. That's a long one. Okay. Okay, so let me just say two things about this and then we'll go to there.
The left side.
It's, I see, I found it. Okay. Just two things, very important. Are you familiar with the three concepts called mazon, levush, and bayit?
No.
Mazon is food, levush is clothing, and bayit is a house. What is the difference between food, clothing, and a house? Just say.
Food is giving you the energy.
Inside, it goes in you. Okay, what's clothing?
Is to cover you.
And what's the house?
House is to cover you from outside. Protection.
Oh, okay, but let me just say one thing. He's going to tell you here that these three things, food, clothing, and the house, is food represents Torah. Because when you learn Torah, it becomes in you.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
That's why the Torah is called lechem. Lechu, lachmi, v'lechem. Why? Every time I learn Torah, it goes in my brain. and it becomes recorded in my mind, and it stays there. You walk out tonight, whatever you learned is going to stay. And hopefully you remember it. The clothing is the mitzvot.
The garment.
Garments.
So you do them and it's gone.
But it's not something that goes in you.
Yeah.
It's like just covers you. It fits you, it protects you. We call the levushim. The bayit, that's God himself. It's not fit to your size. A mitzvah fits your size, but it's outside of you. Torah fits your size, but it's inside of you. Mitzvahs fits, but bayit has nothing to do with you. The house is bigger than you. The house has nothing to do with you. Just happen to be in the house. It's not like fit. It doesn't go into your mind. It doesn't fit your size. That represents the essence of Hashem. So he says, an interesting thing. You might think that to connect to the essence of Hashem, I need a lot of garments because it's like a big light. He says, no. To connect to the food of Hashem or to the garments, that you need a garment. But when you want to connect to the essence, there's no garment for that. That you just have to get out of yourself, out of your garment, and then you can connect to the essence of Hashem. So Tz'ena or Re'ena is telling you a chidush. He says, listen, it sounds strange. It's basically the higher you want to reach, the less garments you're going to need. So in Gan Eden, you're only getting the Torah on a higher level. So there you need garments. But when you're going to deal with the essence of Hashem, which is, there's no garments at all. There it's Tz'ena, go out of yourself. Garments has got blockage. Yeah. Because you're reaching the essence. When you reach the essence, garments is not going to help you. You understand what I'm trying to say a little?
But again, if you say you don't need the garment, it means everything that you did for, let's say, mitzvot or whatever, is not relevant to reach God. Yeah. The Torah is still relevant?
Oh, so the Torah, this is the thing. The Torah goes in you.
Yeah.
The mitzvahs become your clothing.
Yeah.
But now, if I want to reach God himself.
So you don't need the mitzvot because you already...
Yeah, the mitzvahs doesn't get you there. You know how you get there? Iskafia. You know what iskafia means? Breaking your will. Do something opposite of your nature.
Mm-hmm. So it's basically like go out from your
comfort zone. Yeah, that's it.
That's what? That gets you.
Then you get God himself. That's the house.
So like, let's say I want to laugh and I want to make Rafi laugh and I want to laugh at someone else that's making me laugh. And I'm like, it's so funny, I have to tell him that. Don't say it.
Now you got God himself.
Okay. Because you're intervening with the way you normally would do things.
In other words, when you get out of the way,
or like someone passes by and it's not nice to look at them, but they're and you're like, no, I'm not looking.
You understand? I didn't know. But I want to
go to the dictionary if you see my picture.
That's why they say if you're scared of something, you should do it. You should pursue it.
It's called iskafia. What do you mean? Get out of your comfort zone, break your nature, then you get the house, the essence of Hashem.
Got you.
You want to get the Torah, you want to get the mitzvahs, that's through the Torah mitzvahs, that's how you get Gan Eden. If you want to get the essence of Hashem, it's by breaking your nature. Go and do something that you're not comfortable with, in a good way.
And it's funny because God made you like this, and you actually, you're going against okay, God, you made me jealous, I'm not going to be jealous. You made me...
I'm going to break it.
I want to break it.
I'll tell you a little story I heard today. There was a kid, he was 10 years old, he lived in Crown Heights, and he wanted to give the Rebbe a birthday gift for his 70th birthday, the Rebbe's 70th birthday. And everyone was bringing the Rebbe like all kinds of gifts, a spirit. So he decided that he's a 10-year-old kid, what could he give the Rebbe a gift? he decided he's going to learn 70 hours extra. So for a few months, so every day he wrote down how much he learned extra that day in a book. Today I learned a half hour, and by the time the Rebbe's birthday came, he had 70 hours. So he writes a letter to the Rebbe. Rebbe, my name is so and so. I don't have any gift to give you, but what I did do is I took every day like 20 minutes, a half hour, and I learned extra. And I try to gather 70 hours to give you as a gift.
That's an amazing present.
Rebbe, please accept it, even though it's nothing, but could you accept my gift? And he writes a letter, but he was afraid to give the letter, so he like dropped it in the mailbox of the office there. A day later, his father says to him, did you write a letter to the Rebbe? He didn't tell his father, he did it on his own. He says, yeah. Well, the Rebbe gave you an answer. He says, what? I thought I'm nothing. Who am I? Like, I'm giving such a little gift. He says, the Rebbe gave an answer in Hebrew, Goram nachas ruach rav. You caused me an infinite pleasure.
You know why? Because time is the most expensive.
What did he do? Instead of playing, for 20 minutes he learned. And he put together, after 3 months, 70 hours. He broke himself. For the Rebbe, that was the biggest gift. And you know when the Rebbe wrote his answer, gave him this answer? On the Rebbe's birthday, Yud Aleph Nisan.
Really?
On his birthday, the Rebbe sat down and wrote for this little kid an answer. He says, you gave me the greatest pleasure ever.
Yeah.
This little kid is Rabbi Shain when he was 10.
No.
By the way, I was just about to say that. Mordechai, no, it wasn't Rabbi Shain, it was Mordechai Shain.
But anyways,
He wasn't a rabbi yet.
but here I want to bring out, that's when Mashiach comes, it says, God won't have any more garments. You're going to see God's essence. How? Because after going through 2,000 years of galut, what's galut mean? Breaking our nature. You know, everything we went through, we had this, we call it the bitul. Bitul means the nullification. So we don't need garments. We see the essence of God.
Happened to us in
Without levush, without a garment, you see God Himself. So in Gan Eden, it's really, I feel bad. In Gan Eden, you have to put on these special garments so you could enjoy the great light of Gan Eden.
It will be greater than Gan Eden.
Much greater. It's in the essence, but you don't need garments.
So why we said that?
So when you, Gan Eden, you need garments, which is much lower.
We saw it
When you have the essence, you don't need any garments, which is higher.
We saw
So
it
why
already
we
in
said
Kiryat
that we
Yam Suf.
still do mitzvot when Mashiach comes?
Oh, so I'll tell you an interesting thing. There's a big argument. If a Mashiach comes, they're going to have mitzvot or not. Let me explain to you what I mean. The Rambam writes that anyone that comes and says that one mitzvah of the Torah doesn't exist anymore, he's a false Mashiach, and you have to kill him. So Mashiach cannot come and change the mitzvot, but this is what's going to change. What does a mitzvah mean? A mitzvah means there's God commanding you to do a mitzvah. Put on tefillin, give tzedakah, eat matzah, light candles, whatever Hashem is telling you. So there's two entities. There's Hashem, mitzaveh, et ha-mitzvah. God is commanding you to do a mitzvah. When Mashiach comes, there's not going to be two entities. So you and God are going to be one. The mitzvah is not going to be a tzivui.
So
it's going to be a natural. Exactly, without a mitzvah. Exactly.
So we're going to just do it, and it's not going to...
It's not going to be a command.
Yeah.
It's going to be your instinct.
Inherent.
Exactly.
It's like you eat. You have to, you put the...
Tefillin is not going to be, oh, I have a mitzvah today. It's my essence. Me and God is one.
Become natural.
Yeah.
I'll give you a good example by marriage, if it's a good marriage. I'm not saying if it's a mess up. A lot of times you see that the spouse already knows what the other spouse wants. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. Huh?
All the time.
So
Before I say something, babe, כן, אני אביא לך את זה עכשיו.
She beats you to the
Can you can go, it's fine.
you understand? In other words, you don't need a tzivui.
כן, זה אודי, מה הבעיה?
It's just a natural thing. You know your wife doesn't want you at home, so you don't come home. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bringing out, this is a very important, no, but this is the chevra. Tze'ena u're'ena. Meaning, if you want it, that's what Shlomo Melech is saying. It's such a chidush. To see the essence of God is going out of your garments. In Gan Eden, you have to put on a garment. Because if not, you're not going to enjoy the light. It's too bright. And if it's too bright, you can't enjoy it. But when you get to the essence of Hashem, there you have to take off your garments and then you get the essence. It's just the opposite.
But Hashem, don't you think it's like a game for God? He creates you, no, listen, seriously, think about
Yeah.
God creates you, right? He creates you, He gives you rules,
Yeah.
but He actually doesn't want you to use those rules.
No.
He wants you,
Listen, let me finish. Wait.
He wants you, הוא רוצה שתתגבר, הוא עושה אותך קנאי, הוא לא רוצה שאתה תתנהג כמו קנאי. He wants you to break your nature. I made you this way, but I want you to behave.
Oh, he created you a certain way. He wants you to break it. He wants you to break
It all
it.
started because of Adam HaRishon with Chet Tzadar.
Oh.
Otherwise, we don't have Yetzer Hara, we don't have any issue.
אבל המשחק, הוא סידר את זה שככה. אז הכל משחק, אחי. את אודי הוא ברא גבר יפה, חתיך משה. אותנו. אתה מבין?
Okay, page 127.
Yeah.
Skip the parentheses. Go to the third. You see that, Rabbi? Rabbi. Tagid lo, show him. Yeah. Could you show Ronen? You see it? On the 127 on the left. Now, this crown that Shlomo Melech is telling us, go out and look at the crown that your mother gave us. How do you get this crown? By going against breaking your will, doing the physical mitzvahs. So whenever you break your will and you go against your will and you break your nature and you go beyond your nature, you get the crown of God, the essence of Hashem. Tze'ena, go out, u're'ena, and see ba'atara, the crown of God that your mother God gave you. How? Get out of yourself, break your nature, break yourself, nullify yourself, then you get the essence of Hashem. It's such a powerful concept.
God likes the one who dares.
Always.
Like Nachshon ben Aminadab.
It's not that you're creating the crown. In other words, you're not creating the crown. You just, by breaking your nature, you're being mamshich. Mamshich means you're drawing down the crown of God into this world. The essence of Hashem. The crown means the essence. Because the crown is the essence. Look at the world. Look what they do when they put a crown on a king, a regular king. The crown existed before they put it on the king's head. The crown was already made according to the craftsman that made the crown. So what do you do when you make a king? You crown the king. You're not creating a crown. You're taking a crown that already exists and you're putting it on his head.
Okay.
That means you're putting it on his head. Oh, so this is what Shlomo Melech means. It says, so the same thing with the Jewish people. By the Jewish people, when they got the Torah, they went out of themselves and they brought the crown of Hashem into this world. They didn't have to create anything. But they had to go out of their nature, go out of the comfort zone, break their nature, break their comfort zone, and then they were able to bring down the essence of Hashem. I just want to end off an interesting thing. This is exactly the reason according to Torah, why we eat matzah on Pesach. He says it in the Torah Or. Listen,
to get humble.
the whole reason he says you eat matzah is called iskafia. Break your nature. Now, I know a lot of people that it's very difficult Pesach for them. I'll tell you what I mean by that. They have to break a lot of their nature. They're used to eating pizza, no pizza. They're used to eating falafel. I'm just giving a lot of examples. Yeah. So you're the whole time breaking your nature, you're breaking your nature. And then what do you eat? A flat piece of bread that doesn't rise. According to the Alter Rebbe, he says that's a skafia. That's breaking breaking my ego. It's hard. But that's how you reach the crown of God. That's how you get the essence.
It has to be hard for you, because I love it.
It has to, yeah, okay, no.
So if I love matzot, it does it.
No, but
No chametz.
no chametz. Is there any chametz you like?
Breaking yourself would be to eat matzah.
I'm asking you, is there any chametz?
Today is maybe like on a day.
Yeah, but you can't eat. Yeah, it's still
They're not the same.
it's changing. It's changing
You
you
wait
now.
for it to finish.
רק רציתי רפואה שלמה לשי בניקול, פשוט גילו לו היום קאנסר, ואנחנו רוצים להתפלל.
מי שבערך וסיינו מצוי וברך רבי שי בן ניקול, בעבור שנסה עבורי, וזכר לקדש ברוך יש מפורש שם השמיים, ולכל רמח עבור שהקדוש שחר ישראל, רפואה סנדף ושגחה שגות מהקודם לך אמן. מי שבערך וסיינו מצוי יעקב וברך אסתר גיטל טובה בסדינה, בעבור שמספר עבורי ונדבו צדק והדועה, וזכר לקדש ברוך יש מפורש שם השמיים, לכל ברוך הקדוש שחר ישראל, רפואה סנדף ורפואה גוף השם גות מהקודם ונאמר Amen. Just a special prayer for all the soldiers in Eretz Israel. That
my son is going to Lebanon on Saturday.
It's going in?
Yeah, they come out of Gaza. They have a couple of days in the Basit, and they're going on Saturday.
So Hashem should help. They should get rid of all the chametz.
Amen.
That there should be no more evil, and the chametz should be gone. And we should have a chodesh tov, a chodesh of miracles, and it should be infinite miracles for the whole Am Yisrael.
Amen.
Okay, just two things. Anyone that didn't yet.